Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Uh, it is iron digging time. We are doing great. Um, how are we doing with iron compared to stone? We have a lot more stone than iron. But honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, maybe I should make this thing space capable and go into space to try to find some asteroids. And then come back down to dig. Or to not dig. Though I do plan on landing on the moon of the Earth-like planet. Nom 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 nom. Now, this iron actually wasn't too far away from the base. It's just in the exact opposite direction that I explored before. Oh, I'm so glad I do have shields on this. How is my... I mean, I got upwards of 300k, which is about 300k iron, which will definitely put me in the running. I mean, obviously it's not gonna get me everything, but it will certainly get me a good amount. Okay, right. I think that is me basically full up. So let me wiggle my ass out of here. Alright, let me actually drop a GPS here. Oh shit. Iron. There we go. And fire. Thankfully, I do have a lot more up thrust. Going in hot. Okay. How are we doing on the old construction? Pretty much the same, but probably a little bit more bits. I mean, it certainly appears to be making things, so that's kind of good. Now, I do realize that ships don't need to be completely and stellarly fast, but I do like having the ability to stop reliably without my idiocy getting in the way. What are we doing on that? Good. Let me up a bit and then boop. Bam, 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 bam. Shit.
No fuel.
I swear I docked. Maybe I just pressed 3 instead of 4. Very possible. Whew. Right. That is... refinery. Nice. So we will. Well, we got a lot of ore in the old tank there. It will be a bit before we can actually get all that pushed through the system, but refinery, cargo, you, I want. There we go. No, stop it. Because we need the iron coming in a lot more than we need anything else. Stop putting stone there. I need the iron vein. Like, I get it. Stone is the godsend of the universe, but please. Grind down the iron. We actually do need all that iron getting refined right now. Sorry. I mean, yeah, we're definitely making what we need now. I'm actually making more steel plate than I can use, almost. Just almost. But refinery. I would like once again to have this done right, please. Thank you. Because with each bit of iron we break down, the more iron we got. We don't have any iron. Well, actually we have 6k iron now in backlog because I've been having it focus this. Getting it focused down will definitely help us more right here. Yeah, it should be fine now. To just kind of do its own thing. Wow, actually we got a lot of the downwards thrusters working now. Okay, right, hang on. Let me, just, let me just stick a button here. Go down here. Well, we don't have the construction component, so well. I could probably just do it from the... I can actually just do it from the connector, so that's what I'll do. Okay. Hi. Okay. Atmospheric. This is going to be a very long and painstaking process. I really wish there was like a way that I could only see like things on one grid without having to disconnect the grid, because if I do that, I'm pretty sure this thing's just going to fall out of the sky and I don't want that, so I'm going to have to do this very painstakingly and carefully one at a time, which is a price I am definitely willing to pay for this. No. Okay. I could alleviate this by disconnecting the miner, but I've already gotten this far in. I mean, the miner is literally the only other thing on this grid that has thrusters, so doing it would... Hello, miner. Turn your thrusters on for me and disconnect.
No fuel.
Right. Just do... Okay. Hi. Rust. Atmosphere. Atmosphere thrust. Ion. Ion space thrust. Hydro. Gen thrust. Hydro boosters. Right off. Let me thrust. You off, you off. Hydro boosters. Hydro thrust boosters. So off, off, and off. Okay, reconnecting the miner. Now, honestly, I could go back and get more iron. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Small connector. Let me just boop. Okay, yep. Still crashes the game. Oh boy. That's dandy, isn't it? Okay, well, loading back. Space engineers. Oh, jeez. Oh, we're doing it live. Okay, well, we're not live, but we're doing it 14 minutes in. Game down. We got a game down. We got a game down. Um. Huh. Now, the weird thing about space engineers is now I've always loved space engineers, but yeah, for some reason my games do not allow me to make connectors. So yay. Looks like we well, thankfully we had an autosave apparently pretty not too long before the inevitable destruction of everything. So I'm gonna have to use a small inset connector. and a sorter because I want to have an option to filter out the stone in to drop stone from my miner at some point. And I think doing it now will probably be the best option. So actually first I am going to do that. Sort. Small conveyor sorter. Oh, where can I do this? Actually, I can just put it right here, actually. And then small insect. Because this apparently works every time, so I'm gonna have to do that. And then sort off, but whitelist stone. Yeah, so that should only whitelist stone, and then since it's off, I wanted to worry about it, but I'm gonna have this be stone ejection. And then small insect connector off. Throw out. Just have it just start crapping out things at high velocity. Sounds like a good plan. Right, regular lock, boop, boop, boop. Now, I am going to need... Actually, I'm going to put my drills... I'll just do the basics here, just because. And then small... insect connector. Okay, well... Felt... Oh, so I actually do have to wait for those to complete, don't I? I know what happens. There we go. Small insect connector. Actually, wait, hang on. I can just have those both as on-offs, couldn't I? Just in a group. Small sort. Built. Sort. Small. Okay, let's see. Crap. There's a small conveyor, sort of. What is this called? Okay, so I actually need to... Maybe it's because I'm connected, I guess.
No fuel.
Every time. Without fail. Turn it on now. And... Okay, am I just gonna have to go through this entire thing and try to find it? Oh, okay, well, here we go. Okay, more thrusters. I want more thrusters. There's the inset connector. Ah. Oh yeah, that's right, I named it. Stone ejection. So just to test this, I'm gonna put a little bit of stone here. I'm gonna actually need Bob's off, so thankfully they're on the same system. Yeah. That here. I'm gonna, I guess, put this in one of the cargo containers. And then go over here. And then boop.
Meteor storm
Oh,
inbound.
Yeah. Worked. Nice. Okay, well, let's go get more iron. Oh, before I went over here, I should have done the smart thing. Wait, am I actually maxing out my, How am I maxing out my drills? So I should be crapping out stone now. Yeah. So I should be getting just iron. What? What the hell? Do I actually have to turn off the... I'm crapping out stone. I mean, granted, I am building up more stone. Than I am anything else, but maybe if I put another insect connector on the other side that shits out stone, it should be kind of good, wouldn't it? This is great. My miner keeps getting better and better. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's... Let me, get up this way here. Yeah, I'm actually getting a decent amount of iron this time. Look at me go. Okay, right. Yeah. Oh, shit. Let me fly out here. Yeah, something ain't right. I think I'm actually like I've never actually seen me max out things now. Why am I actually maxing out my thrust all this stuff? I do love the fact that I'm just crapping out stone. Let's see. Stone. What's my stone levels at? Ooh. Ouch. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and put that here. How are we doing? Yeah, a little bit of it's done and completed. I also just realized I am going to need oxygen generators on there so that I can make hydrogen. And boop. Right, I'm gonna do these. Good. And also, I think what was happening there was, for some reason, yeah. What's my uranium at? Because for some reason, this isn't... Okay, now it has uranium. That was weird. Let me just, turn off my reactors now. That's very weird. Alright, let's see. How are we doing up here? Not great, but not, but could be worse, to be honest. Okay, right. These is what I'm going to need. should be fine, I guess. Um, 6 of those right there. What were these? Refineries, yeah. Actually, wait, hang on. I don't need these here, do I? I can actually have these center lined down here. Because like a good human, I made a conveyor line that works. Also, this is going to be a lot of oxygen generators, I know. Programming block. Honestly, yeah, probably would be a good idea to make this now and put Izzy on here. I'm actually going to move the entire programming block. Actually, no, I won't. Hang on. Large cargo container incomplete. Well, this one will be ores. This one will be ingot. Basically, this over here. This one. Right, yes. This one. This. This one. This. Because I don't need tools or ammo on this thing. And this thing is actually very slowly getting completed, isn't it? I'm also going to need some builders on here. Now, realizing this is not great. Probably should have realized this sooner. But I do think I know a place where I can put them. If I do it here. I mean, there's only gonna be like, oh no. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll need. No, I will just put another. Well, I can put that there because I rolled onto it. There we go. That will make it so that this thing has its own built-in repairs. Oh, I forgot to make this set. Hang on. Crap. Okay, well... Once this thing gets me into space, oh, I'm also going to need a gravity gen, aren't I? I mean, that will be something I can place in a moment. Well, I could do it there. Gravgen. Yeah, I'll just put this in. Right, well... Actually, I would want this center line, wouldn't I? Sort of. Where am I? Here. Put that... Not that way, like so. This will kind of do its own thing. Now I realize I have a spot in here that I can put something, and I think I'm going to do probably just more batteries, to be honest. Because honestly, power will probably be my biggest concern in this regard of area. Because my power capacity, well, it has a lot of output. I need storage for when, well, output becomes nothing. For the inevitable loss of uranium when this thing is in flight. Now, I could actually line batteries here, which actually might be a very good idea now thinking about it. But that just makes it so that I have all of that just sitting there. Because, yeah, it is something good. There. Yeah, I have thrust in every direction, actually. This thing would, once it's complete, technically be flight capable. Also, I just realized I can just put the bridge here. Have like a little mini bridge. Oh, you know what? No, I want this here. And do we have any girders? Probably. Gird. Yeah, a few. I actually had steel plates in excess for a short moment. Right. Bridge, bridge, bridge. This is where the bridge is gonna go. Come on. Hang on. Window. Go to one face. One button. Yeah. And then we'll just have one slope, one slope. Yeah. Well, actually, hang on a minute. If I want to make it a cool looking bridge, this will be where I dock the miners. So, if I make this a inset connector, and then I can actually probably, since this is where stuff will end up being on its own, I can actually probably make like an actual like bridge section up here. I'm gonna probably want a stairwell. Which, you know, that's sensible, right? Actually, no, I don't. This is honestly probably going to be sort of just an armored, like, temporary, to be
Meteor
honest.
storm inbound.
So I will kind of tame this. Probably put batteries in there. Or maybe... Yeah, probably just batteries, to be perfectly honest. Boop, boop. Maybe have a slope here. There's honestly no point in cutting corner. Oh god, that was a terrible joke. Sorry. Well, I mean, I'm not sorry about the terrible, god-awful pun, but it was funny. Alright, there we go. And that's my first bit of decoration I've ever done. So, honestly, I'm gonna want that there, and then... Okay, right. Now, I can actually probably just put a ladder in this, just, like, pretty easily, I would imagine. Now, I'm probably just gonna put, like, batteries in this spot, so just thinking about it. This will probably be... Oops. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what I should name this. Kind of a beluga. You know what? That's technically what I could name it. Crap. Now, weirdly, this is actually going to be rather an interesting situation there. Just quick. I have 170 plates. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with the hull. Right now, I'll probably just leave it mostly exposed, other than probably like a thin layer on top here. See if I can kind of get it to work. Because unfortunately for me, this is kind of like just like an open top convertible at the moment. There's not really much I can really do about that, weirdly. Yeah, there really isn't much that I can do about this. That, I guess. I don't really know. Don't worry about that once I'm in space. Because right now my goal is kind of just get this thing to fly right now. Maybe make a staircase here. Goes up this line and then enters there. If that is the case, then I'm gonna Now, this is actually where I'm going to be putting my helm, which thankfully it is kind of... Oh god, it's going to be kind of like my first build, isn't it? Shit. That was not my intention. Yeah, it kind of is. Crap. That's kind of unfortunate. Uh, yeah, I'll just put those there. Just kind of corner off that. Put these here. Honestly, yeah, I'll just put an armor block there. That's gonna go fantastically. Now the question is do I bring it up one more? If I do, it may be a bit. I mean, having a bridge that size probably is okay, I guess. Alright. I mean, it's a bit cramped. I will not lie. Honestly, a bit concerningly cramped. But it will have to do. This will probably eventually just be turned into like a weird like cargo bay thing. Like it probably won't actually become an actual important bridge. So I may have to extend this a little bit. Oh, do I make it an open? Do I make it like a full glass dome thing? Oh, jeez. I mean, honestly, I might have to, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. I should really put my grinder on like every bar, shouldn't I? No, this one I might just... Honestly, this one I might just, feel like a weird corner, I guess. It's not gonna be really a weird corner, is it? Ah, dang it, I'm out of girders. I mean, the bridge is built, which is kind of nice, actually. It's already said and done. More girders. Gird. Weirdly, the construction is coming along quite nicely. Also, I'm suddenly in love with this being like one of the bridges of my ship. I guess like an emergency bridge? It's like a, if you are using this bridge, you are already kind of screwed bridge. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this, which I am fully in love with. There. And if I take that out and then vent and do air vent full, that, I can actually make this airtight, which I don't feel like would really be necessary. But it'll be pretty cool. Thrust. Right, I'm gonna need... no. Oh, I never did it, did I? Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Honestly, does this give me kind of a chance to kind of complete this? How long have I been going? 50 minutes. Okay, well, actually, I'm going to keep going because this is purely building at this point, so wouldn't hurt.
Meteor storm inbound.
Let me, yeah, do that, and I can... Ooh, I know what I can do. Ooh, suddenly I am very happy with this decision. And then have that there, so that's kind of like a little step, weirdly. Because this doesn't really put anything here, it's just a little bit of like a something, I guess. Kind of makes it do something, you know? Kind of makes it have like a little bit of like a hole, I guess. Once again, I'm gonna deal with most of this later when I'm in space. So I'm not really concerned about it right now. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. Then we can actually have like more of this here. Kind of wishing this connector was built already. There still is nothing coming down from the great heavens above. Refineries. Ugh. Yeah, we're still chunking through stone. Wait, hang on. If I... Well, I'd have to turn off the bobs on the base. Right. Refinery. Yeah, just have to do this for a hot minute. Okay, right. Here. Programming block. Refinery handling. Wait, so if I move this down one, like maybe here, does that work? I have no idea if this is gonna work. If it doesn't, refinery. Let's see, does it change? Not particularly. Oh well. I don't know how to change this order, but we'll get there. Right now I need to keep these moving. Also, you can get cargo, ingot. Is this full yet? No. Yeah, we actually have a decent amount of iron in here now. Nice. Yeah, we're just producing everything at a pretty steady rate. Behold, the power of actually using iron ore. I mean, granted, we are still getting a lot of iron ore from stone, just not nearly as much as we would be getting from just the basic ore. But yeah, so everything is slowly being built. Mostly thruster components is the problem. That's what we'll be getting things from ore with. Right, let me, Womp. Heh. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, right. Wait, no, I didn't need to do it on that. I needed to do it on this. Now, is this all the thrusters I'm gonna? Probably, to be honest. I mean, this thing is... This thing is huge. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about it being this huge. But, man, it's fine. Thrust. Hydrogen... thruster. Boop, boop. Hydro thrust. Ion thrust. Boop. And boop. Main ion space thrust. Bats. This will be... bats. Emergency power. This will be on permanent recharge for now. And then emergency power, bats, deep brick. Save. Right, and then boop, 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 boop. Oh boy, here we go. Yep, this is going to take a while. Now the emergency power is probably going to be like literal emergency power, so that's going to be fun. Oh man, putting lights in this thing to make you be able to see in the underbelly is going to be unnecessary because I do plan on probably filling up most, if not all, of that space. Main power batteries. This is with connected stuff, so I don't care. Right, let me, hydrogen thrust, on, off, ion, none of that is ready yet though, so I'll have to wait. Now is all the Atmos thrust ready? Oh yeah, I think so. It does mean, ironically, I think I can actually fly in atmosphere right now. I do not want to risk it though, because I have no power on the main craft. But just to check. Up, left, right, forward and back. Yeah. Geez, this thing is gonna be very quick. Right. Atmo. How did Atmo? Boop. And boop. Right. Atmo. Thrust. Now, ion. Also have that off. And hydro. Have that on. Also, these tanks will be on stockpile. Fuel. Lasers. Boop, 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 and boop, boop, boop. Brick firepower. There we go. Right. Atmo. On off. Ion. We'll eventually have that on off. We'll also need. Wait, hang on. Do I have shields on this? I do. I have 6 of them. Okay. What? Power. Main power and backup. Yeah. And this thing is going to be beautiful. Or absolutely horrendously ugly. One of the two. Oh yeah, we're also going to need moisture evaporators so that we can actually refuel just in an atmosphere. Which I actually don't know where I'd put these other than... Yeah, it needs steel plate for it, so... Steel... Right now, let me just back her on up. Actually, hang on, let me do a little bit of tweaking here. So for these, I am gonna wanna remove. This. Boop, boop, boop. That is all I use are going to be, well, right now, Baby Atmos. Ooh, can I fit? No. That would have been too perfect, wouldn't it? Those are in the wrong way. I mean, this is rather perfect, isn't it? And I don't really know why I didn't do this before, but I didn't. I kind of feel stupid for it. And the bottom ones, that's going to be a bit more difficult to do. Which is unfortunate, but with ions it'll be a lot easier. Oh, but how I wish I could just slap down like 2 very large ones on the back, on the sides. Which, since I actually put one of those facing backwards, I could actually do this on at least one of the sides, and then fit the other one in here. like to fit. There we go. Now that should give us enough downward thrust to easily hold a full load without any form of issue. Oh, beautiful backwards thrust now. Right, just okay, thrust all thrusters. You, all of you. And that, two of those save. So when I do this, it should definitely. Alright, ready to do that. Off. Oops. Right. Are any of my ions done yet? That's sad. Am I not making any thruster components? I'm probably not making any because I'm probably too busy making everything else. Oh wait, I never made any crafted any. Must. There we go. Did we get thrusters on this yet? That way we'll have thruster components in there. I want 1,000 of those, please. That will make them make the thruster components required. Also, you have the miner builders help a little bit. Because if we have that going on, yeah, this thing is ready to fly in atmosphere, probably. To a decent degree. But then it will be the, also I am definitely going to want this on a better spot than me having to thread the needle into. I just realized that is probably the worst place for connectors. Like, you know what? Let's have it be the most difficult landing process ever. Yeah, I'll probably actually have it be on a side connector type situation, maybe. Because I can actually probably actually I could put it on the back here, but I mean this will technically be something that never has to connect to a base, probably, hopefully, if I can make it right. But if I can't, then I'll probably have my this come down probably about here, and then have a connector on it, like here. But yeah, the ship is being produced. The brick. Hopefully one of these is going to be powering up soon. Yeah, this will be produced eventually. I mean, we do have a few things in here being produced now. We have a few things. Are we actually putting stuff in here now? Also, I do want a way in here. It's not really sketchy. I think I might be able to do that here. If I get rid of this, which I might as well, I can put, stair, grid stairs, yeah, and then have, wait, oops, catwalk, and then I want, well, block, obviously, and door. I'm also eventually going to want to put like a hangar bay on this for the miner, like an actual proper. I mean, I'm not going to need a door on this. I'm not planning to make this airtight. There's no reason to. Then we'll have a block there. Another stair, and then that will be the outer. That marks the outer hole of this area. It actually kind of lines up pretty perfectly. I might even on here put like an extra connector for when for the miner, in case I just want to like put it somewhere not in the way. Yeah, we should be constructing this pretty handedly right now. Right. Iron. Cargo it.
Meteor storm inbound.
And let's get that going. Let's get platinum pumping out a little bit. Now let's see, what do they take a little bit of platinum, don't they? Yeah, a little bit, not much. Oh yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna need on board is assemblers. Now assemblers, thankfully, are a fair bit easier to put in, but I'm going to want industrials, aren't I? Shit. That is actually rather inconvenient for me, but it's not something I can't do. I'm gonna put one there. Well, actually, I'm gonna have 4 of these on here, aren't I? sure I'm not bad spot here. And then I'm going to grind this away and put another conveyor thing here. This is my magnum opus right here. This is the biggest thing I've ever built in Space Engineers that will probably fly. And I say probably being optimistic. Like me saying probably is me being optimistic, so... Will it completely and utterly combust? Solid 70% on that. Oh, I could add another layer here, but honestly, I don't need that much thrust in space, so... I think we'll be fine for the most part. Because I don't need down thrust in atmosphere. Thrust to go down in atmosphere. The weight of this monstrosity will probably do that just handily. Can I actually put like little mini versions in this? Yeah, I could. Sure. No reason not to, I guess. I'm going to go update the grouping now. Whoop. Now this thing is going to be taking a while, and I have a feeling I might just let this thing build on its own, but let's see here. Hydro thrust. Hydro thrust. Save. There. Now I'm going to need to go back and thrust on off. Ion. There we go. On off. Oh, and do I actually reactor? Now all of these will be incomplete, thankfully. So kind of easy to pick them out, really. Main brick power. There we go. Okay, well, that'll do itself eventually. Oh, hey, some of the steel is... Really? I must have an excess of steel right now. It's too late, anyways. It is actually putting in steel in some of these, which... I think... Or I might be doing the shield, but I'm unsure. Well, it really shouldn't be doing the steel, but it seems like it's doing cargo right now. That's what it sounds like. How are we doing? Well, we are certainly building up a form of supply here. Let's... Are any of the connectors up there done yet? Probably not. When down is, meaning it... Once I get some form of power, I can attempt to move this. So honestly, if I do get power running, I think I'll just disconnect, fly up, and cut this secondary limb off, really. There's no really easy way to do this other than... Actually, yes, there is, sort of. I will... think it's storming outside. How long have I actually been going? An hour and 30 minutes. Jesus. Alright. Yeah. Lock. Right. So, hopefully I am right about this, and this is properly connected. If it's not, I am screwed. Okay, good. Cool. I made a mistake. Yeah, I'll quick load that. Well, there goes my ship. It was so heavy, it just started crushing the base too. Oh man, that's not promising for its thrust ratio, is it? Oh man. Oh, that was so funny though. I'm like, this will be fine. It's hooked up. Started crushing itself. Okay. Well, attempt number 2. Okay, so it appears I may have to connect this like a second way here. Which means I am going to have to cut all this.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
And oh god, that was hilarious. That was like nothing can possibly go wrong. It did. Very much. Like, that went about as wrong as it probably could have. And I love that it did. Because it did kind of prove something about... Connector, lock. It is long, right? Yeah. Because, yeah, this will eventually... Because I am going to probably remake this into something a little bit more functional. Now, okay, making sure this is connected, yes. Okay, here we go. Save as, save as, before connection is... Okay, nice. Here we go. Okay, so far so good. There you go, have that. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. The scary part's over now. I'll have it go one more. And then we rebuild this. And we do that and have this connect. And then cross your fingers. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Let me upload here. Build and repair. Take all of this and use it for your own nefarious means. Also here, take the girders. I'm not going to be building any more windows anytime soon. Or anything for that matter. Okay, well, the brick still stands. Admittedly, could have gone worse. Well, it did go worse, but we won't talk about that. Right, now realizing how spindly this shit is, I am definitely going to armor this up. Yeah, honestly, I might do something like this. But once again, armor is going to be in space. It's not my problem right now. Right now, my goal is to get this thing to, I guess, fly. Which means this thing actually does kind of have to be complete because of the hydrogen tanks are on board. Oh, this one just needs steel plate. Okay, well we got one hydrogen tank filling. Which does mean my hydrogen thruster should work, at the very least. Go in here. Tanks. Okay, right. Tank. Hydro tank. Right, this, and this. Booster fuel. Boost. Fuel. What? Boost. It has the control seat in it. Save. Boost. There we go. Stockpile on and off. Right, so if I turn on those, how much thrust does this use? Probably a lot, I would imagine. But yeah, wow, this thing, oh god. It kind of just looks like a really thick R2-D2 right now. Or like a really fat Dalek. Or like a little mini tank. Like it looks like it should be like a hover tank. Like it looks like this connector should be like a massive barrel. I kind of like it. I actually kind of like that. It looks cute. Oh, you know what? I'm going to call it the mini tank. That's what I'm going to call it when I get this thing to fly. Oh man, that's so cute. I love it. Right, so we do have a few things here and there now. We got this. Cargo. Right, this I want to be components. So this will be components. And so will this one, to be honest. I mean, I could have this one as another set of ingot, because honestly it might be worth it, but I will have it as a second thing of components. Component. Large cargo. Why didn't this one go? Come on. I mean, I get that they aren't probably connected to anything, but just do it, please. Do not. Okay, I really need to hope that that programming block gets set up soon. Wherever it is in here, I do not know. But it is somewhere. Oh well. Yeah. This programming block? No. I actually have no idea where this... Also, I fear I may not be able to get out of here, but... I mean, it's worth it to try to find this damn programming block wherever the hell I put it. I'm sure it's fine. Hang on. I went this way. What a second. Oh no. I have managed to be stuckade. Am I gonna have to just cut my way out of here? Is that something I'm gonna have to do? I don't know. Please tell me this isn't important. And that was kind of weirdly embarrassing. I mean, not really for me in particular, but counts. Yeah, this is where a lot of the stuff is going. I weirdly have some motors, and I don't know why. Right now, we're kind of just lacking thruster components and everything. About to have another ion thruster, though. Kind of nice. There we go. That'll help. Alright, how's the old ore situation? Are you fine? Okay. Cargo. Got it. Hey, we're actually doing kind of good on everything right now. But we're not really lacking anything, are we? Maybe gold? No, we have plenty of gold. We're actually... Gravel. Hang on, gravel. Also, yeah, this. I'm gonna do maybe 60 for that. But yeah, that should cover everything. Yeah, the gravel sifters. Yeah, they're all chock full right now. I mean, I could just get another one. Yeah, I'll get another gravel sifter. Alright, we'll have one speed. And the rest. Yeah, once this thing gets up into space, I really hope by the time I do that, I'll have at least a refinery going. Actually, I think I have a decent amount of the batteries built now. This is actually kind of interesting. Battery. Recharge on off. Emergency. Recharge on off. So if I do this, that's now I might actually just do that because I feel like that would, at least at this certain very peculiar moment, might actually be worth more to me. Now what I could do is, well, I mean, I am going to be scrapping this entire base down at some point, so yeah. Once I'm getting ready to leave, I'll probably be scrapping this down. Once more of my production on here is built and ready to go. Now, I do have a program block, okay, right? Programmable block. This. Right. You, I want you. Scripts. Izzy. So yeah, that should be Izzy's So once it builds, it'll be ready to go. There's a research outpost over there, which I might be able to actually take that and then claim it. And let's see here. How are we for Oregon? Oh, we actually have some ore backed up still. Oh.
Meteor storm inbound.
I mean, we're actually running low on stone now. Is that actually kind of cool? Jeez. Okay, right. I need to, well, let's see here. Laser. Hang on. Brick. Aim brick firepower. Damn it. Okay, right. Brick firepower. What do you have on here that's not gun? Those, these, and that, and this. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna need an oxygen tank. Oxy tank. I could also have an oxygen farm, but I feel like it's not really necessary. I mean, well, useful, yeah, it's probably not all that necessary, is it? Now, I could put the oxygen tank, like, because I am kind of planning to have all of this filled, like I said. Using the space as fulfilling as possible type situation. Yeah. I'm not gonna need it completely, but definitely something. Something dark side, yeah. Oh boy. Yep, this is gonna be a while. Yeah, once I get this plumbed in up here, after I'm 100% certain I won't need more everything, I will probably... Let me actually do this. And this. I feel like that might actually help the situation, maybe. But, yeah, I just need more, like, power output. Ow, shit. I don't really know any way to do that reliably without suddenly finding a trillion different uranium. Like a uranium deposit. Which would mean me going out and, you know... How are we doing on stone right now? Yeah, we're kind of bogged down, aren't we? Cargo. Ore. I mean, we are burning through the stone. That's not the problem. The problem is it's just taking a while. Gravel. Sifter. And that other gravel sifter. This one. I'd like it to be built first, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Hey, we're filling this up. Yeah, I really feel like I want some of these. And I need steel plate for that. Hi. Now, I'm probably not going to want a lot of these, so... I mean, I'm definitely going to want a good amount, but... Mostly this is simply for... Yeah, this is mainly for getting, ice for hydrogen. Kinda did this poorly. But I can actually fit in a bit more on here than I originally intended. And actually I could do that and then build around this. Having 8 of these on each side would actually be very poor at the very least. Would mean I would have 8 of them, at least while I'm in atmosphere. Because outside of atmosphere, they're not actually going to be all that helpful, so it'll be fine, but... I mean, weirdly, I can do this. And I can actually just have this, like, visible, weirdly. Like, I think I'm going to go with the visible gut work aesthetic. Which, you know, actually might be kind of cool, I feel. Wait, hang on. Can I... Okay, I'm just gonna put my grinder on this one. Right there. Now, am I able to... Well, yeah, I should be. It's kind of what these are for, isn't it? What? Oh, this is disconnected. Oops. Okay, well, that's fine. Right. Actually, with this, I don't know what I can do here. Make this actually look somewhat decent. I don't really think this works, does it? I mean, that's fine. I don't need that to work too closely. Yeah, there we go. I mean, weirdly, this gives me a lot more space to work with, though just not with moisture collectors. Though it does give me a chance to make a secondary row for these. Oh yeah. Which means if I do this, I can kind of hyperplant this. Yeah. And then I need blocks here. Oops. Dang, I need to remember I have a grinder on this now. Going to prepare this a little bit. And I need these here. Oh, no, steel box. I mean, I should be. Oh, hey, I got a second iron thruster now. This is actually going very weirdly well for what I'm doing. Scarily, actually. I also just realized I could technically put a line of thrusters here, but I might save that for something useful. What is this actually? Steel and pretty much everything. I mean, this is actually kind of coming along, and I think I actually kind of want to leave this actually a little bit open, weirdly. Just because, why not? Kind of go with that aesthetic of, yeah, if you hit us right, you can demolish us, but we do have shields, so good luck. Type situation. And there we go. Alright. I mean, to be fair, we'll actually have this like weird rift system going, which I kind of like, actually, as like a thing. Like we'll actually have like a weird rib here. Oh, you know, one of those. Yeah. Okay. Well. Hey, hang on. Can I put more shields here? Yeah, I could. Yeah, I think I will. I mean, honestly, the more shields I have, the better, but only problem is if I have too many, then bad things might happen. Now, what's going on down here? Absolutely fucking nothing. Okay, well. Ooh, I can do a thing. Though I actually think I kind of want to do it like this. Have kind of like this sharpened edge here. I mean, I'm building something, and it may end up looking cool, or it may end up looking absolutely horrible. Now, actually, is this an area that I would be able to airtight? These are refineries now too. No, not really. I might actually use this area, but for like electronics and stuff, like programming blocks and for eventualities or something. I don't know. All right, let's. Yep. Okay. And it is the side of the bridge that matters. Actually, hang on. Is that the same for the other side? Yeah, it is. I actually have an even better idea. Woohoo! And it may even work. I mean, this may end up allowing me to make just this bridge section have like a little bit of like a shed on the outside. I mean, probably not. I can actually probably make this like a landing pad at some point, or something else, maybe. Yeah. Honestly, I kind of like the look of this rib that I have here. Ooh, this actually kind of works. Because then it allows me to cut this off a little bit. Turn this into like this weird... Right? Shit. Yeah. Allows me to kind of turn this into a... This, that, and then have a kind of transition to this, I guess. Or ramp to the down below. Honestly, I might take this off, but I can kind of just use all that now for like better stuff. And I can kind of use the metal plate. Right. Alright, there. Okay. And this does kind of allow me to kind of... Ooh. Oh, and it works so well. Oh, we're getting a design going. We're doing it. I said I'd do it in space, and then I just didn't, actually. I'll take it. Hang on, what did I get here? Okay, right, hang on. I had this different now. I had this one block back. And then yeah. Then that there. Now I could just have this be to steel. So yeah, that's what I will do. Okay, so I had that here, that there, right? Yes. And then one more, and then oh, okay, so this one is off by one. And this actually gets to go one farther. Yep. We will need a steel block there. Blocks here. Just to kind of make sure it's evened up a little bit. We're gonna want that drilled out. That's how we'll get the under basement area, which now will ironically have not much use. But honestly, I could probably put a cryopod somewhere in here, like maybe here or something. How long have I been? Oh, jeez, 2 hours. Jeez, this is definitely a long episode. I should have streamed this, but I couldn't because then it would have been spoilers. We won't have a cool thing here. Unfortunately. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, what do I put in this little gap here? Because, I mean, honestly, I could have no... Oh, wait, that's more refinery shit. Well, I mean, technically, I could have... Actually, no, I can't. I mean, do I need a way to get over there? Yes, kinda. But if I need to get over there, I can have my catwalks up to here, and just drop down to that hole when I need to get to there. Okay, right. Okay, right. So I would have to make the staircase here if I wanted to get down in that area, which I kind of don't. I might actually just put... Well, I don't need anything in there, so I might not use it at all. I kind of don't. Yeah, I'll just leave it at the moment. Probably fill it in with steel. Hello, outside world. Yeah, I'm gonna fill this in, just kind of give us like a little bit of a barrier. And then... I mean, honestly, the catwalk already gives it like this cool, like, interior feel. Even though this is like precarious in its location. Now this is probably as far as I'm going to go with it. Maybe go here with a door. Like, actually have the first door. Hmm. Maybe. Yeah, sure. So this can be where... And that does not need to go there. I am just now doodling, which I suppose is completely fine. So I'm not expecting to be doodling. There we are. Then that kind of feeds this to be like so. And then have that there. More steel blocks here and here. And say hello to these. This is kind of a weird, ugly, like, twin to the other side. Unfortunately, it's not going to match in any way whatsoever, I don't think. I mean, I could make it match, but I don't really want to. I only wanted, like, one side to look like that, so that's what we're going to go with. I mean, at this rate, I could theoretically interior this area. And I kind of already have, like, the door there for it. Yeah. I was just realized, at this rate, this will become airtight. If I kind of keep up with the, Wait, yeah, that's right. I just realized. Doing this allows me to kind of have a bit of a... kind of have this like little bit here that kind of leads to that. I mean, it's not really going to really be needed for this. But it is nice to have it there, I guess. Because this is kind of going to end up becoming more of a brick now. What do I have on the other side here? I had this weird triangle thing going on, which I kind of already have it going here. So I'll just complete it, I guess. Crap. Yeah, you know what? Wait, hang on. So this is this. I'm gonna get that. This one to being this. This one to being that. Honestly, I could probably. Honestly, I could actually probably do this. If I do it the way I think I can, I probably actually will be able to. Right, this will be that, I think. And this, that, this, that. This one that being locked. This one that being this, just so that the door is there. This one that being that. Oh, will the miner fit there now? You know, I'd be able to know if this thing would, you know, do its thing. Okay, right. Mirroring is difficult. Actually, I just realized something. I don't actually need that like that. I can actually put it like this. And leave it like that. Because any more tinkering is gonna explode my brain. So here and boop, 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 and boop. You end up becoming first. You end up being this. You end up leaving. You end up becoming this. There. There. Bam, I think that's it. Also, this will just be these. So. Hang on, there are armor plates, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's panel. So you end up being oh my god, it changes so much. this will just be... Yeah. What is it? Oh. Wow, there's like so many things that I made with a plan and then just forgot about because I'm not good with plans. This thing is cool. Also, this is probably the most dangerous door. I just realized how deadly this door is. One wrong step during a full lift, it just there's an engine right in front of the door. Just one wrong step. You know what? Actually, yeah, I feel like that's a safety hazard. So, the fleas. Dang, I need to start these quickly. Shitmobile. Oops. Oh, we don't actually have all that much. Refinery. Oh wait, are we almost done with all this stuff? Cargo ore. Yeah, all the stone is actually in the system now. How much uranium do we have? Reactor. We actually have a decent amount of things considered, but not enough. Really. Gravels. So gravel sifter I requested, still not done yet. No, it is. Well.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Shit. Cargo ore. Oh, do I not have any gravel right now? I should probably add a boatload of stone to the system at some point. That's gonna be a long episode. I'm actually gonna end it then. So thank you for watching and I'm going to probably have a little bit of a skip between this episode and the next episode where I kind of just work on getting ore and building this up. Yeah, because I'm going to stop building superstructure and just work on the rest in space. Actually, no, I'm going to continue just a wee bit more. It's fine. That's because I noticed that I have this entire area to work on. Yeah, I have this to make.
Storm inbound.
Well, those meteors are dead. Like, there is no doubt. Honestly, this is actually kind of a... Honestly, I could expand my bridge, maybe. I mean, it is possible for me to do that now because of the extra width. So actually, I might do that. Yeah, I might as well. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm actually going to put doors on either side of this. and actually cut off a little bit of the door. Actually, no. What I'm going to do is full on get rid of the sides. Just full on sides be gone. I mean, the front of the bridge is going to remain the same, obviously, but I am going to... Yeah. I'm actually going to make this become that. And then, as so. If I can get this to do it right, I think I might be able to. I mean, actually, I don't even think I need to do this thing here. I can actually probably do it with good old-fashioned trial and error, probably. There we go. And this will be here, here, here. I'm actually gonna need that to be gone. Wait, hang on a minute. How did I do this? Oh, I see. Hang on a minute. I made this corner too sharp for the height I was trying to go for. I needed to be here. There we go. Boop. And boop. 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 I mean, this is actually going to give me a lot of view here. I might actually keep... Well, I could. But I'm actually going to keep it like this, I think. Technically speaking, it wouldn't be too hard to replicate what I did over there. Like that. And I'd need this here. And I'd actually immediately need to do this. which is kind of sad actually. So I'm actually not gonna do that. I'll just. There are probably infinitely more easier ways of doing this. Do I care? Not particularly. I kind of just care about having a really weird looking bridge. I don't know why I want this to be a thing, but I do. There we go. I just realized how big this bridge is going to be. Also, I just realized that this is where the door is going to end up. This is actually kind of funny to me. I was actually going to need to move that. Is there even a way I can hook that up from here? Actually, I don't think there is. Now, for this, I kind of just want... Because this will be probably one of the few airtight rooms on this ship. I do kind of find sort of ironic. Nice. I am really proud of myself for this. I mean, this is probably the most open view bridge in bridge history, but I'll be able to see for miles. Look at that. Oh. Oh, please come closer. Ah, it's going away. Shit. Can I provoke it with the miner? Oh, this is gonna be stupid. Oh, it is gonna be so stupid. But if I can provoke it and draw it near my ships. Oh, jeez. How am I doing this? I don't know. I am not maneuverable enough to pull this off, but I kind of want to, because I kind of need the scrap. Charge! This is so stupid. I am losing the miner in this battle. I mean, I am a bit more maneuverable without anything in me. Which is funny. Hang on. Just do this. Make sure I don't have anything. Uh-oh. Oh boy, that's a lot of fire support. Why? That is a lot of fire support. They coming? Yep, they are coming. Fleet. Well, diving is probably the easiest way of. Well, hell yes. I mean, he probably will. I mean, I literally just dragged you to probably the most well-armed base in base history. Also, I have shields, which does actually help me. I need to get this under my base. Oof. Yep. Under the big thing with all the shields. I also need to connect up so that my shields are helping, like, fast. Yeah. I have a pistol. Yep, saw that one coming. Good thing I didn't stop recording, jeez. But I think I got scrap. Pretty certain I got a little bit of scrap on that one, which is awesome in and of itself. Oh my goodness. I would like my stuff back, thanks. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. And boop. Well, there's scrap in random places now, isn't there? I mean, I think one of the scrap piles landed somewhere around here. The shield held, which is cool. Is there no scrap? Okay, I'm gonna have to use this. Okay, there's me. My characters. Right, that's obvious. What is this? Oh, that's the research outpost. Hey, what are you? What is this? Oh, are you like a cargo carrier? Is that what you are? Probably. I mean, I don't think I actually got anything out of that, but I'll pretend I did and feel happy about myself. I mean, maybe I did actually, because some of the bits are a little bit more complete than before, but that might have just been natural progression. I mean, there has to be more than just that, but I did poke the bear, so maybe more will come after me. Which, if that is the case, I probably do want more laser turrets, which you can actually add one here. Let me just, get some of this. I mean, all things considered, they actually went quite well. They didn't actually last all that long, which I am very much happy with. And turret. Do I actually have auto turrets? Yeah, not much. I mean, I am pretty well armed, all things considered. Considering how big I am, I'm very well armed. Hang on a minute. Did I just put that on what I think I did? Yes. Now, this is actually a very well-armed craft for its size, I think. Which does stand to reason, considering what it is something that I would hope to be well-armed. Huh. Hey. Am I seeing that right? Yeah, I think I am. I'm just absolutely and utterly confused. Yeah, I'll see it right. It's fine. Once again, I think my craft is a little bit off-center. No, I don't want that there. I have to remember that that door is actually there on purpose. But that stands to reason that something is wrong here. Yeah, there is, actually. Yeah, there is something wrong here. This isn't meant to be here. This isn't meant to be that way, and that is meant to be something else. Okay, right. That's meant to be there. That's this, there, and there. And then this. Oh, okay. I just think that one of these is like off-center a little bit. Right or wrong here? Wait, is this entire side just one more forward? Oh shit. Is it? No, wait, maybe, no. No, it's not, it's just something is wrong over here, I think. So that's my center line. Now I'm just blatantly confused. I think it's the door, sadly, so I will have to put this a little bit off-center to the other one. Yeah, it's the door, sadly. The door is kind of screwing this up for me. But 'tis not a problem. Yeah. Can Can I actually put a turret up here? Oh my god, I could. Might as well affect the bridge a little bit. So this thing has enough turrets to, well, survive probably a full onslaught here. But I might put one of those here and one of those here. Yes. Wrong spot for you, friend. Well, giving back to the system that I made, I guess. I guess that's fine. Okay, well, back to doing this. This is gonna be a very long episode. If anybody makes it this far, thank you for watching this long. It does mean a lot to me when somebody spends the time to actually watch this far into a video that I made. Because it happens so little, I just get so many just click-throughs that it kind of just makes me wonder if what I'm doing is good content. I mean, it probably is just fine, but it's just my channel is just not something a lot of people want to look at, I guess. Don't really know why, but we'll have to see. Also, I just realized I know where I can put my vent. It's in a weird spot, though. Vent. So this does just have connections on all sides, right? Yeah. Didn't tell me that there was meteors. Anyways, lasers. Boop, 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 boop. Right. That one's bigger. Laser. Jeez. I'll have a lot more firepower, so if anything decides to come over here, I will definitely be ready for it. Is the connector up here done yet? No. It really is just construction components, and that's very sad. Like, that is sad to me. Actually, I can get them from here. I feel comfortable with this stuff. At least this to it. Okay, right. Now, me doing this does mean I'm dedicating this connector to the miner, which I am. So, yeah. But another thing is I still have a decent amount of construction components on me. What in here needs construction components? Oh, one of my reactors is running. Actually, a few of my reactors are running. That's kind of cool. This could use them, but that's not a priority at all. I'd rather this be it. There we go. Now that auction tank, very useless in any degree other than literally pressurizing the bridge, ironically. So that actually does entertain me quite a bit. I literally have something on my ship that is literally strictly there to let me breathe on board my ship. Well, you're looking at something. No, you're not. Okay, well. 2 hours and 42 minutes, that's how long this video is. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Yeah, this is definitely just gonna be one of those videos that people watch to have something going on in the background, I guess. Now, I could thrust this thing into space now, ironically. At least I think I can. Should I? Probably not, but... I mean, do I have all my hydrogen tanks working? That's the first thing I would want to know before I go up there. But if I don't, and I just start falling... Also, I don't think my refineries are working either. Right. I am going to not close this off just yet, but definitely build those there. And I think I'm actually going to put more batteries in. Actually, no, I will just armor this. Because I feel like I don't have enough armor as it is. Which is definitely not a good thing. Now, I think this connector will probably be used for like a fighter that I build. Which I haven't built a fighter, but I know it needs to be fast, maneuverable, and fuck all else. Yeah, how are we doing on core and stuff? We are out of stone and everything else. Okay. Cargo, ore, gravel sifters. We are out of gravel. Well, we're not out of gravel, but that's kind of what we're running off of right now. So I'm gonna first unlock here, and I'm gonna dig up a bunch of stone real quick. Well, I'm actually gonna get iron and stone all at the same time, so we'll see what I get. Just do this. This miner is probably the most fueled thing I have, which is weird. Excuse me, can you take that, please? Yeah, I definitely need more back thrust on this thing, but I'll probably deal with that when I get, because I have the down thrust now. Now I just need more back thrust, which I think I can add if I remove those three. Those, yeah, those really is what I need. How is my everything right now? Got a decent amount of stuff. I'm gonna go until I got a full load here. Because I also want to get as much iron as physically possible. Because stone gives me a little bit of everything, and then this iron, well, actually, it's self-explanatory, isn't it? Also, I just realized how much of an angle I am at. Though, honestly, probably a good thing. Let me strain out a little bit, just decent idea. And the question is can I find like a uranium bit? Because if I can, I'm definitely mining that. Because I need all the uranium I can get, especially for my big beluga of a ship. Brick, as I am naming it. Because it is a brick. Oh. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit full, I think. Methinks I am getting a little bit heavy here. Yes, I am. Now let's see, cargo. I'm not getting heavy, but I have 2 cargo containers completely full up. Working on a third here. Why do I just have like a random thruster up there? I just realized that. Just noticed it. Yep. Definitely working. I got roughly 300k iron. A lot more stone. Trying to get as much iron as I can comparative to stone, but honestly, unless I'm in space, it's gonna be mostly stone, isn't it? I'm going to trade out some stone for iron, really. It's probably the best idea. Okay, well, I have a good amount of everything. Right, I honestly think that's all I can carry right now. I'm gonna do this. Okay, alright. Okay. I just realized how much of an angle I was at. Okay, right. Well, backing out. Ooh. Okay, I'm fine. Oof. Really happy I have shields at that current moment. Okay, let's see. There's nothing really around. Weirdly. Well, yeah, we're not doing great, are we? I mean, the construction is getting there. But yeah, it could probably be better. Oh. Who's saying that? I mean, come at me, I guess. I got lasers. I mean, I do have lasers, buddy. I mean, you can try, I guess. It's up to you. But honestly, I would not recommend. I wouldn't recommend coming over here. Alright, hang on. Let's see. Tanks. No. And let's see. Refineries. Nope. Hmm. Yeah, we're a bit lacking in everything, aren't we? Is a programming block? Programming? No. I mean, they said failure to comply, and I am definitely not complying. Maybe it was that. What was it? Yeah, it was the fleet over there, which is ironic. I mean, it's a dangerous fleet, so I probably shouldn't go over there, especially when I'm not complete or at all to any degree. Because honestly, my shields aren't even like built yet. I feel like these should prioritize a little bit, but oh. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is where my miner will connect up eventually. I mean, now we have a lot of iron and stuff. How's our production? I mean, we're producing the reactor components we need, which is good. Yes. And we're producing cluster components, which is also good. How many of the ions have we completed? A few, not many, but a few. Oh, actually, a lot more than I thought. We completed a lot of the underside as well. Not all of it, I don't think. No, but we're working on it. Oh, we got another... Okay. I mean, yeah, it's gonna take a while until we're properly built. So, yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here, get this thing built over time. Thank you for watching, and have a very wonderful day.